We are coming to you live from Centerburg High School for a sectional final contest between the home team, the Centerburg Lady Trojans, 19-3 on the season, and a familiar foe, Mount Gilead Lady Indians, on 10-12 on the year. Stay with us for the AVITA Home Health and Hospice pregame show. I've got Cray Falde with me on the call.
You have better things to do than to job hunt or scramble to find your next great hire. So let Spherion do it. We say local is our superpower because we live and work where you live and work. We know the Mid-Ohio job market, and we're locally owned. So you won't find a partner who's more engaged and literally invested in your success. If you're ready for something better, start with Spherion. Visit us online at midohiojobs.net or call 419-747-7479.
From primary care to orthopedics, women's health, to pain management, the Knox Community Hospital Centerburg Health and Wellness Center provides excellent care for virtually all your family's healthcare needs. Comprehensive lab services are also offered at our state-of-the-art facility. Podiatry and surgical consultations too. The Centerburg Health and Wellness Center. It's a world of great care right around the corner.
Hi, I'm Joe Baylog. Tune into the Joe Show every Wednesday night here on the OH Report.
Bryce Carter with the OH Report, and we are coming to you live with the AVITA Home Health and Hospice pregame show. I've got Cray Falde on the call with me here for our pregame show. Cray, how are you doing?
Doing great. Excited to be tournament bound already.
Already
Been
into
a long
it.
season.
Seems like it goes so quick, though.
Yeah.
A couple of months seems like it's only a few weeks at a time. Got a good one for you tonight, though. Familiar teams, both KMAC teams coming here for the sectional final. Go ahead and take a look at our Team spotlight for the Mount Gilead Lady Indians, who are coming here on a 10-12 record, 4-10 in the KMAC Conference. Most recently losing to Highland 39-23, but beating Crestline 45-9, just demolishing them. And then Ridgemont on the third, 60-36. Taking a look at some of the stats this season. And this is a team that you've seen once before. They've got some scores on this team.
Yeah, they can actually put the ball in the hoop. You've got Faith White and you got Danielle Pohlkotte. And, you know, they're an interesting team because some games they're going to come out and score 60 like you just saw, but then there's another game where they only scored 7. Yeah. And it happened to be against Centerburg this year. So which team's going to show up?
Absolutely. We'll take a look at that player spotlight, and you've already mentioned her, Faith White. She is the leading scorer for this squad, that senior standout. At the shooting guard position, 11 points per game, 4.9 rebounds per game, which is a huge contribution from a guard, but what you would also expect out of the guard, active hands on the defensive front. She's really excelling with that, with 2.1 steals on the season.
Yeah, she's definitely the #1 cog for the Mount Gilead team, and she's just consistent. She does well almost every game. She does well offensively, she does well defensively, and sometimes she can take over a game. And that's, I think, something that Centerburg needs to keep their eye on, is don't allow her to do too much.
Now taking a look at our keys to victory for Mount Gilead and trying to play that help side and plugging those gaps that are available. It's what they love to do. Kayla Larimore loves to get to the basket by driving from outside of the arc, getting inside, drawing those fouls, but she's so strong, able to convert those and-one opportunities as well. But if they can get up, plug those blocks, keep Larimore outside of maybe 5 to 10 feet, they can have a lot of success in rallying off those offensive boards. We have seen that that's a space where Centerburg can be a little bit susceptible, where they're looking to get up the floor with those defensive rebounds, but sometimes they can fall off with the box out. So these can be two really big opportunities for Mount Gilead to excel tonight.
Yeah, I totally agree with you. I think Centerburg is such a good shooting team. They shoot 52% on the season from 2-point range. And they're a good free throw shooting team, but they love to, like you said, they love to get out and run. So if you can crash those boards and prevent that and catch them trying to run rather than rebound, you might have a good opportunity there.
Taking a look at our team spotlight for the Lady Trojans, and this year another exceptional season for them, coached by Bill Abner. 19-3 on the year, 11-3 in the conference. Taking a look at their last few games, they defeated Fairbanks 59-46, against Beechcroft 68-33, and on the first defeating Highland 57-34. Taking a look at some of the largest wins this season, demolishing teams like Danville, Westland, Cardington. Some of these deficits getting up to about 40, 60, 70 points.
Yeah, and interestingly enough, with tonight's matchup, they won 45-7 and 61-18 against the same Mount Gilead team that we're about to watch. So it's been nice that after their loss to Fredericktown here recently, they came back with 3 straight convincing wins.
Taking a look at our player spotlight for the evening, and it's got to be Kayla Larimore here in the playoffs. 21.3 points per game, 57% from the field, and rebounding 6 rebounds per game. I mean, we've known her since basically she was a freshman. She's risen kind of in front of the OH.REPORT cameras and is doing an exceptional job once again here in her senior season.
Yeah, and I would assume that she would end up being the MVP of the league. And my understanding is she may be going to Northwest College up in Lima, if I've heard that correct.
And we will take a brief pause.
Ladies and gentlemen, as a
for the national anthem.
Of the Ohio High School Athletic Association, Centerburg High School welcomes you to this interscholastic contest between Mount Gilead High School and Centerburg High School. To honor America, please stand and join in the singing of our national anthem, sung tonight by Centerburg student Kayla Larimore.
You sing by the dawn's early light, what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleam.
She does that so well, the national anthem, and with that we are getting ready to get into the player introductions, and where we left off was with the player spotlight, so we'll go ahead and take a look at the keys to victory for the Lady Trojans tonight. For them, we talk about it all the time, pursuing those transition chances, trying to get as many of those to go for them as possible, getting out in front early and forcing those turnovers early as well. You see people like Kinley Farrell, Tiara Shepard, who can really disrupt the offensive flow of teams, and if they can do that, they can have success and guarantee another game for themselves tonight.
Yeah, they have a very stout defense, and your keys are exactly right. They love transition, and they love to cause havoc on defense. They'll play a full court, a half court. They just don't play in the paint defense.
So getting a look at the introductions as we wrap up our AVITA Home Health and Hospice pregame show.
We ask all attending to show courtesy and respect for the fellow fans.
And if you had the over on the length of the national anthem, you are a winner tonight.
Yeah.
Please respect.
Always a good one. I think it's the same girl. She does a fantastic
Yeah, she's a cheerleader
job.
as
Yeah,
well.
yeah.
Yeah, she does a great job.
I don't know if she's always at center court. She does a great job. If it's not the same girl, they've got a lot of fantastic singers here at Centerburg.
Yeah, maybe a little American Idol coming to Mount Gilead, or Centerburg rather.
Number 15, Faith White. Number 13, Ava Baker. Number 3, Kendall Neal. Now the Trojans. Number 1, Kenley Farrell. Number 2, Evie Stowe. Number 3, Tiara Shepard. Number 12, Lauren Ellis. Number 23, Kayla Larimore.
And ready to meet here at center court. Final messages being shared.
Yeah, Coach Abner and Coach Bolt, what are they saying to their players right now?
I think for Centerburg, got to be feeling good coming into this game, but I've seen some of the hype around the town just on social media that they have for Mount Gilead. I mean, a lot of support there. They feel really good about this game as well.
Yeah, hey, you got to play. I mean, every game now in the tournament, it's one and done, and you're going to get their best effort, and that's always a scary thing when you're a higher seed.
Meeting at center court, and we are underway as Tiara Shepard wins the tip-off against Faith White.
And Mount Gilead is going to be sitting in a 1-2-2 zone to start out here.
Setting up the offense, Stowe. Look for an option. They look down low to Shepard, who's running the baseline. Familiar look for Centerburg, where they love to set someone at that high post. Shepard trying to get something started early, airballs it. Rebound goes to Baker, quickly running into a full court trap though.
A 10-second call is not going to happen.
As they break the midcourt plane. Farrell felt like she was bumped there. Looking down low, intended receiver.
Yeah, it looks like she may have some possible blood. I may got poked in the eye.
I think it was an elbow. I'm almost certain it was an elbow.
And sometimes when you're the most aggressive player on the court, you get some of that friendly fire, right? Hopefully she's okay.
The downside of face guarding, right?
Yeah. She's about one of the toughest kids I've seen play all year. She'll be back in shortly.
We were talking about it beforehand, where it seems like she plays defense mad. She's always mad on defense, looking for those steals, looking for stop opportunities.
Yeah, she doesn't want the ball to get beyond where she's at herself, so a lot of fun to watch.
Contrasting looks for both sides.
Yes, there was blood coming from.
Yeah, they're cleaning up blood right now. Some antibacterial spray on the floor.
Well, Mount Gilead wants a slow pace tonight. They're getting it so far.
And I saw it when it happened over there on the wing, where Farrell was right up on her, and I think the elbow just barely nicked like the tip of the nose, and she immediately reacted.
I'm not sure if we have a replay on that, but I think you're right.
Got kind of the after effects of it. Where
that's the after.
Yeah.
You see her waving herself off the court.
So we'll resume play with Ava Baker taking it out of bounds underneath, and they do end up working it inside, but a clear travel will send it the other way on the turnover.
Yep. Faith White underneath the basket was too far under to make any kind of effort to score, and she did a drop step without the dribble.
So Stowe will set up. In her place will be Taylor Bryant, a 5'5" junior. Trying the three. Bryant instantly making an impact as they're on the board for the first time tonight. Now running into the trap, they get it to Baker. At the wing, the defense catches up along the sideline. They move it back up to the top of the key. Trying to swing it down low. Credit Evie Stowe with the steal. Looking up the floor. Has some trouble with the dribble. Dishes it out to Shepard. Makes a skip pass to Ellis. Shepard thinks about that one. Sends it to the corner. Stowe will try it. Takes a high bounce, but will be called out of bounds as it touched the top part of the hoop.
I was always interested in that, if they change the rule or not, but it usually always have to hit the black before they would call that. As you can see, they're extending that 1-3-1 pressure defense.
What they're so well known for, and almost allowing Irwin to run free along the baseline, but a call struggling to get it across midcourt. And count it there.
9.9 to 10.1. You take your pick.
Yeah. The skip pass to the top of the key. Bryant tries another. No dice that time. Offensive rebound to Shepard, though. Larimore touching the ball for the first time tonight. Sends it to Shepard. And that one swatted out of bounds, so they'll hold on to it.
Yeah, we are 2.5 minutes into the game, and Mount Gilead has not even attempted a field goal yet.
Oh. Tough pickings. Now Ellis tries the three over the basket with an air ball. Working it out is Irwin now to get it across midcourt. Seeing the space and seizing it, but she falls onto the ground. Looked like she slipped.
Yeah, a little slippery out there for that. Just tried to do a jump stop. Not sure if Coach Abner's really wanting to start the game out chucking up 5 3-pointers in a row. They're not getting any of the ball inside whatsoever at this point. Settling for 3-pointers. I'm sure that time's coming, though. They moved Kayla Larimore down.
They flash her into the corner. Shepard along the baseline. Flashing up to the top is Neal. Larimore guarded closely, but they say that Larimore stepped on the baseline. Yeah. Great defense by Ava Baker.
Yeah, I was trying to make an effort to get into the lane there, and it's too far underneath the basket.
The 6th defender, the baseline.
Yeah, it's undefeated.
Yeah. Skipping it down low, Irwin. No good off the back iron. Defensive rebound, but they throw it away to Baker.
And another turnover by Mount Gilead, their 4th. Here, only 3.5 minutes into the game.
Shepard looking to the baseline. The skip pass, they swing it down to Larimore. Larimore tries the baseline again. No luck on this one either. Up the floor is Mount Gilead. Got to get it across midcourt. Closely guarded, it triggers the call. Now running right into the trap, skipping it to Irwin. Irwin falling away, and it touches every part of the rim and goes in.
With a great effective offensively against that zone right there, moving the ball, getting a really nice shot.
And that space that Centerburg is willing to concede is along that baseline. The question is Mount Gilead going to be able to seize those opportunities when they come?
And Centerburg with yet another three-point attempt. This is looking like a NBA game.
Yeah.
McKinley Farrell has made herself back into the ball game. So the defense is just going to get a little bit more aggressive.
And looks like she did not throw it away. They will say instead it was off the foot of Shepard. I did not get that. We'll take a look here, and that was after the fact.
Again. Yep.
Now up at the volleyball lines, it's poked away by Shepard. Shepard flying up the floor, and with the right hand will scoop it, but there's no luck on it. Home crowd wants a foul on Farrell behind.
Yeah, it looked like there was a push possibly down there.
Pops a three. No luck on that one. Just trying to keep it in bounds underneath their basket, but instead they throw it away to Stowe. Looking up the floor, it's 3-on-1. She'll put it up, no good. And Larimore on the offensive rebound will get hacked.
A first trip to the free throw line tonight. An aggressive rebound on that one. Look at that.
So strong. Even to be able to take it up and put it up against the backboard like that, just the strength that takes.
Yeah, and you just put the best free throw shooter in the area on the line. She shoots 79% to this date. That's college material. I was hoping I wasn't jinxing her.
Yeah. An opportunity to complete the pair. That's exactly what she does.
So low-scoring games is exactly what Mount Gilead needs. They just need to get a few more shots off here.
Keeping it within one possession.
They are well schooled at once they reverse the ball, they try to cross court it, which is a great way to defend against or execute against a 1-3-1.
Baker too far off the far side of the rim, and it goes out of bounds. They will say
to Centerburg.
Yeah. Look one more time as it's up the floor.
I think Kendall Fair just threw her hands up as if I didn't touch it.
Yeah.
The official is poised to make the call there.
Down to the corner, Farrell looking to make an impact. Skipping it to Shepard. Ellis popping it. Splash! Finds the bottom of the basket.
Mount Gilead, be a little careful here in the last 2 minutes. You won't let Centerburg get on a run.
On the floor is Shepard utilizing that space. They throw it to Pohlkotte. Pohlkotte been quiet so far tonight. Baker along the wing. Neal finding White. Just finding no room near the basket. A throw across the court. They'll call a foul on the floor. Looks like they're going to call it against Mount Gilead.
Yes, it's quite the collision, and I think that could have gone the other way.
Yeah.
Now you know why the Mount Gilead fans are pretty upset. As you can say, Shepard pushes through and falls on top and gets the call, among other things.
So checking out of the game will be Kinley Traynor. Checking in will be Irwin.
So Mount Gilead, Faith White, has not even attempted a shot yet. Leading scorer needs to become maybe more of a leader, more aggressive, moving forward.
I think creating opportunities off the dribble as Farrell tries it. Offline. Ellis will give it a go. Bounces far away and out of bounds.
Well, they're definitely not afraid to pull the trigger.
Yeah.
I guess Coach Abner's totally fine with it. You know, when you got the lead. With that defense,
Yeah.
hey, have fun on offense, right?
Yeah. But would love to see some dribble drive penetration. Seems like when they do dribble, to keep the ball away from the defenders, not so much trying to score the basketball.
Yeah, they're spending an awful lot of time 35, 40 feet away from the basket. There's 2 or 3 Centerburg girls right there.
Yeah.
You need to get through them or pass over them, one of the two.
But the bright side of that is it's fixable. You know, take a breath, kind of calm down a little bit, and you can look for offensive opportunities. And even situations like here where Centerburg may even be overplaying their hand defensively, you can create opportunities. Stepping into this one, Neal off the back iron. Inside of 30 seconds remaining here in the first quarter. Shepard gets past the defender, puts it up off the backboard. Offline, last touch they will say against Baker.
Yeah, trying to secure the rebound, never got total control. Opportunity, 18 seconds to go. I have a funny feeling they're going to shoot regardless of time.
Oh, but they throw it away to Neal, who looks up the floor. She's got space, but Evie Stowe back on the other end. Not able to harass her enough to get the shot off the line, so the shot is good.
Down to 5 seconds.
Farrell thinking about it. They send it to Larimore. Larimore steps into it. 1 second. Farrell tries the three and doesn't make contact with anything. So 1 quarter of play in the books now, and Centerburg leading the way 8-4 here at Centerburg High School in the sectional final. Stay with us for second quarter action coming up next.
From primary care to orthopedics, women's health to pain management, the Knox Community Hospital Centerburg Health and Wellness Center provides excellent care for virtually all your family's healthcare needs. Comprehensive lab services are also offered at our state-of-the-art facility. Podiatry and surgical consultations too. The Centerburg Health and Wellness Center. It's a world of great care right around the corner.
Coming back for some second quarter action here at Centerburg High School, where Centerburg leading by 4, 8-4. So a low scoring affair. And like you said earlier on, I do think this favors Mount Gilead, but they've got to get the baskets to go.
Yeah. Well, that's the last thing you want is to come out.
Yeah.
Unforced turnover. That's number 8 on them already. But you're right. They just need to try to get better shot opportunities and get Faith White involved in this.
So making it across midcourt, setting up the offense. Larimore at the block. She underhands it to Shepard, makes the extra pass to Farrell. They almost throw it away, but Larimore tries to take a chance. She's rejected as she tries to take it up.
Quite the block in there.
Yeah.
You can see Coach Abner has made an adjustment here and is running a double post, trying to get that ball inside to either Shepard or Larimore.
And they call a travel, as they say. No foul contact.
Yeah.
Instead, she fell to the ground after the fair contact.
Well, she just has to get rid of the ball on the way down to the down to the ground if you don't hear the whistle.
So Mount Gilead will take over once again. Pohlkotte stepping up across the midcourt. Thinking about it was White as she had a little bit of space.
Yeah, this looks like she had a couple pivot foots there as well.
Trapped on the triple team, but she finds her way out nicely. And a water bottle came onto the floor from the sideline, so they're going to stop play.
Throwing out every trick of the trade tonight, trying to keep this game close and slow.
So they are having better luck with holding on to the ball, not as many turnovers, but got to find some ways to get to the basket, getting within 15 feet.
Yeah, the ball's way out. It's 30 feet from the basket almost the entire possession, every possession. Maybe put a double post at the foul line extended.
And no luck on the three-pointer. They'll look up the floor. Shepard dribbles it behind the back. Stowe just trying to get it away, and she does. Farrell sends it back around.
Officials doing a nice job letting them just play ball here tonight.
I think only 2 recorded fouls so far, but Ellis getting hot from beyond the arc. Stepping up into the trap.
That is Ellis's second 30-pointer.
Off the backboard, Irwin getting something started.
That's a nice cross-court pass there, throwing it over the zone to get an easy bucket.
I do think Irwin is going to be the way forward for them. They're really front-loading that 1-3-1 zone in the half court with their posts and allowing Evie Stowe to step back all the way underneath the basket. They're really betting on her to be able to read those backside passes.
And a transition basket right there for Mount Gilead.
Makes it a one-possession game as they cut the lead down to 3. Bates her into the into the shot block, puts it up off the glass. Mount Gilead coming out, 2-3 trap look. Larimore shoulders it in.
A little jump hook action there.
Yeah. But a timeout called by Mount Gilead. That'll be the first timeout of the game. And taking a look at the points scored this quarter, 5-4. Mount Gilead only scoring 4 points in the first quarter, but here in the first 3 minutes, they've already matched that total.
Yeah, I'll tell you what, it's something to watch. Because Mount Gilead's been an interesting team this year, like we were talking in the pregame. Some games they just can't seem to buy a basket, and then they'll score 60.
Yeah.
So, but I think it's important for them to just keep the score low today, but being within 5 at this point, I think they're very excited. Remember, they're a team that lost by 38 and 43 to this same Centerburg team.
Yeah.
And one possession there just 20 seconds ago, right?
Yeah.
So it's actually a pretty good timeout. Maybe she had an inkling that we just can't let them get on a run in any way, shape, or form. And by Coach Balk, you got 5 timeouts. It's tournament.
Yeah.
I'd say use those credits, right?
I think I agree. The tempo, I mean, was palpably upticked in that last couple of possessions, so just slowing things down. I do think that they're betting on that slow, low-scoring pace of play favoring them.
But what was exciting is on one of the plays, it was Mount Gilead that got in transition and had the 60-yard pass, right?
Yeah. Now getting it inbounds to Pohlkotte. Across midcourt, they find Baker. To White, who's guarded closely by Bryant. No room at all. It's poked out by Bryant, but holding on to it is White. They'll whip it to Pohlkotte. Trying the 3 ball is Neal. Neal too short. Credit the rebound to Ellis. Up top, thinking about the weak side, but they'll stick to the right side. Larimore receives it with the floater. Too far left.
We're starting to look more and more for her on the inside. Mount Gilead doing a really good job trying to keep the ball away from her the whole evening.
Getting a hand in there is Ellis. Now down low, they find Kinley Trainer. Stepping into one is Faith White. Faith White, unlucky.
Her first attempt of the game.
Not really a terrible shot either. Had a little bit of space on the mid-range. Could see more of those. Taking a breath. Larimore working off the post and a great right hand.
Uses her body very well on that. Just shields the defender off. He's just not going to block that shot.
Now trying to find room. Trying the three is Baker. And from behind, Larimore will pick up the foul, first foul of the game for her.
And the other Kenley, each team has a Kenley of all things. Kenley Trainer with an aggressive rebound right there. She was not going to lose that ball for anything.
You can see there trying to maintain that pivot foot as she's pushed in.
And she still maintained her pivot foot.
Underneath, looking for Trainer, but instead Farrell up the floor. They've got numbers, 4-on-2, but she's whacked, and she'll go to the line for two.
Yeah, she's going in. You know, it's hard when you're a defender and you've got momentum going to make that foul, but it looked like she was out of control when she stepped kind of the wrong way.
Looked like she was a little bit too far under the basket, so I think
just
the
kind of let her
defender
go.
didn't really,
But when you're going at that speed, it's hard to make those kind of judgments, right? It's easy sitting up here.
Yeah, if we could have a team of broadcasters and we just did all the things that we said that people should do, I'm sure we'd win an NBA championship.
So we'd probably go undefeated. So 4 for 4 at the free throw line tonight, Centerburg. You can feel a little momentum. On a 6-0 run, another turnover unforced.
2-on-2, Shepard will get the and one to go. A three-point play opportunity as she heaved it at the backboard.
And interesting enough, thought Coach Balk's timeout was a good one because of momentum, but after the timeout, it's been all Centerburg, 8 points in a row.
So a couple of substitutions coming in before the free throw.
And you just see the aggressiveness of Centerburg right there. They're just starting to get after the basket.
And converts the three-point play, so establishing a 12-point lead as we're inside of 3 minutes in the second quarter. Irwin, got to get those to go, but not this time.
Missed the bunny on that one.
Farrell trying to split the defenders will end up picking the foul instead.
Yeah, she came up way too aggressive from the bottom of that zone. Give her a body check.
Just trying to close that gap. Coming off the floor is Bryant. Coming up with a big steal up the floor is White to get something started, and there it is. Cuts the lead to 10 as we approach the 2-minute mark.
Hey, that'll energize her. Although she has enough energy, she doesn't need anything motivation. But it's good to see her score finally.
Well, for strong players like that, it just takes one to kind of get that spark started. Now Ellis trying it, just barely off. Farrell, the hustle play for the offensive rebound from the corner. Bounces around and offline. Neal navigating the defense. Looking down low, Irwin pops it from 10 feet, and that one's more successful.
Yeah, nice comeback here. The 4-0 run after getting down by 12. Get yourself back in the ball game. Let's win those last 2 minutes.
Irwin has 6 on the game. She's tied for game scoring leader with Shepard and Larimore. Both have 6.
Faith White with the steal.
In the exchange.
Aggressiveness there by Kayla Larimore's foul. Her second.
Yeah, notably 2 fouls, but the way they're calling this game, I don't think it should be too much of a concern.
No, just here in the last couple, 3 minutes, they have a little bouncing around, and they've had to call a couple because it was getting too out of hand.
Yeah.
But you're right. But it's a good idea to keep her off the court the last minute when you get your second foul. You don't want that third before halftime.
Yeah. Stepping up into the defense. Stowe able to get a hand on that one. Intended receiver was Irwin. That's what has been working with them. But that was something I was pointing out earlier. They're really stacking their taller, bigger players up towards the front of the key and relying on Stowe's speed to be able to read the backside.
Yep.
We'll see this one. Farrell, too aggressive, trying to get in there. That's her first foul.
The referees are trying to get everybody to the free throw line here in the last minute. But to no avail.
Now at the wing, about to hit the 30-second mark in the second quarter.
Keeping the ball way too high again.
Pohlkotte.
Get that, there
Baker.
you go. There we go. It was almost like a handoff.
And puts it back up, going to the line for the foul.
This will be Mount Gilead's first 2 free throws of the game.
Pohlkotte will take them.
Chance to cut that 12-point lead in half right here. 50% free throw shooting as a team is Mount Gilead. Centerburg, they shoot about 65, which is quite good.
That was a good stroke, too. Good rotation on that ball.
Yeah. The 6-foot junior averages 9 points a game.
And splits the pair. So 10 seconds remaining and ticking. Centerburg holding for the last shot. They'll whip it around, everyone around the three-point line. Farrell trying it for 3. No good. So time will expire here in the first half. Centerburg leading the way 20-13. Stay with us for the halftime show. Coming up next.
You have better things to do than to job hunt or scramble to find your next great hire. So let's Furion do it. We say local is our superpower because we live and work where you live and work. We know the Mid-Ohio job market, and we're locally owned. So you won't find a partner who's more engaged and literally invested in your success. If you're ready for something better, start with Spherion. Visit us online at midohiojobs.net or call 419-747-7479.
From primary care to orthopedics, women's health to pain management, the Knox Community Hospital Centerburg Health and Wellness Center provides excellent care for virtually all your family's healthcare needs. Comprehensive lab services are also offered at our state-of-the-art facility. Podiatry and surgical consultations too. The Centerburg Health and Wellness Center. It's a world of great care right around the corner.
Hi, I'm Joe Baylog. Tune into the Joe Show every Wednesday night here on the OH Report.
I'm a giant, they can't move the king. If you never risk it, then you never know. If it's holding you back, you gotta let it go. You gotta give it all you got, you gotta let them know. You are on another level, you are ruthless. Switch it up, it's the new flex. Ruthless, ruthless. Time to go hard and put your game face on. Ruthless, ruthless. This is the moment movies get based on. This is the moment movies get based on. Fire in the bones, watch me fire up the songs. Let it burn 'em, burn 'em, burn 'em. Got the fire in the bones. Our desires, they become who we are. We go hard, giving up, no we're not. Yeah, the first step is showing up. Now we're here blowing up. If you never risk it, then you never know. If it's holding you back, you gotta let it go. You gotta give it all you got, you gotta let them know. You are on another level, you are ruthless. Switch it up, it's the new flex. Ruthless, ruthless. If you never risk it, then you never know. If it's holding you back, you gotta let it go.
Bryce Cutter with OH.REPORT here with the AVITA Home Health and Hospice halftime show, and 16 minutes of play in the books, and Centerburg leading the way 20-13. But we were talking about it at the break. If you're Mount Gilead, you've got to be happy with the result after 2 quarters.
Yes, especially a great example tonight. These kids are playing their hearts out. They know their season can end at any time. Obviously, it takes 1 game and you're done. And they have forgotten what happened to them against Centerburg the first 2 games in the regular season, and are almost doing everything they need to be doing. Shooting the ball well, 6 of 16 in the first half, hanging with them on rebounding, limiting the turnovers. The last time I think they played, they had over 30 turnovers. They only got 11. So excellent job by Mount Gilead keeping within striking distance. Centerburg, they're going to be wanting to get on a big run here early. The longer Mount Gilead stays around, the scarier it's going to get. So exciting game here tonight.
Taking a look at our halftime stats, and Mount Gilead 6 for 16 from 2-point range, 0 for 5 from beyond the arc, 13 rebounds, 11 turnovers, 8 fouls, 1 for 2 from the free throw line. For Centerburg, for 6 for 24 from 2-point range, 3 for 15 from beyond the arc, 11 rebounds, 5 turnovers, 4 fouls, and 5 for 5 from the free throw line. So taking a look at those numbers now, Centerburg taking a lot of shots, but not necessarily a lot of shots falling either.
Right. I mean, they're shooting way below their average. They're only at 25%. They average 52, as we stated at the beginning of the game. So half of what they should be doing, right?
Yeah.
So I would expect a little bit better effort and maybe not launch so many threes this second half.
Yeah. So leading the way in scoring is Irwin for Mount Gilead with 7, and followed by Lauren Ellis of Centerburg with 6, and Larimore with 6 as well.
Quick turnover, Mount Gilead.
Putting it up, a tough shot for Shepard. She thought maybe she got fouled, but all the same, Mount Gilead will work it up the floor. Just getting away from her. Now Ellis will have a chance on the break.
It's almost as if she challenges those 3 defenders.
Yeah.
Sooner or later, you're going to lose the ball on occasion, but great effort to try to get it on the inside.
Trying the 3 is Farrell, just nicks the front iron. Now stepping into one, Neal finds White. White not able to get it to go from just a few feet in.
Yeah, it looked like Shepard might have got her hand on that when she was trying to bring it up, causing her to shoot it shortly.
Whipping it around the perimeter. Finally, they get it to the high post to Larimore. Now Ellis will try the three. She had a pair earlier on, but this one grazes the front iron.
I think she might have been about a foot or two behind her typical three-point shot.
Now looking to kneel, they send it back up to Pohlkotte. Falling.
I have to see this one again. And it looks like she simply stepped on someone else's foot, perhaps.
Yeah.
I think she might have fell on her own.
Yeah. All the same, Ellis will pick up. I think they call that against Ellis at least.
Yeah.
That'll be her first.
I was just about to say before that just happened right there. Ellis is playing so great at that high post that they aren't getting any high post, because one of the best ways to break a 1-3-1 is to set up in a 2-1-2.
Yeah.
Get it into that high post, but she's not letting it happen.
Yeah.
And that's why they're not getting very many shots off tonight. You can see we're out here 35, 40 feet from the basket during the entire possession.
Looking down low for Irwin. That has been their saving grace so far tonight, but not this time as it's sent away.
Another way to work against a 1-3-1 zone is also overload a side with having a high and low post and a wing and a corner player. You can't guard it with a 1-3-1 zone.
Splashes it home as Pohlkotte.
Or you just bury a three.
Yeah.
Their first of the night.
Cuts the lead down to 4. Centerburg will look to respond. Larimore inside, gets trapped. A home run pass to Farrell, bails her out. Working with the left hand, Larimore tough, but no good. Neal gets stripped from behind. Shepard, no dice on it, but she'll be whacked and go to the line for 2.
That was a sneaky good defensive play.
Yeah.
Thought the ball was just going to go the other way. You had all the momentum in the world. Centerburg has not scored here in the second half.
Opportunity to change those fortunes now at the free throw line for 2.
And they're 5 for 5 and now 5 for 6.
Getting the second. Will reset the lead to 5. That's Shepard's 4th point on the night. Shepard with the big 3-point play earlier on in the second quarter. Looking down low once again to Irwin. A risky pass. They find her once again. She looks for a shot. That's where they've had success so far. But now Baker will try it from the top of the key, and she greens it.
Back-to-back threes here for Mount Gilead. Within 2.
Yeah. Fighting their way back. Refusing to go down. Trailing by 8 at halftime now. Trailing only by 2. Farrell was looking for Larimore down low, but active feet for Ava Baker.
You know, Centerburg's got a lot of experience. They went a long distance last year in the tournament, such like that. So you wouldn't expect them to get too tight here. But when you're a 2 seed versus a 9, you're going to get somewhat tight.
Yeah. Oh, and an opportunity to tie it up here. Ava White on the other end coming up with the steal. And we are all squared away here at Centerburg High School. The halfway mark here in the third quarter.
And Coach Abner does have all 5 timeouts left.
Trying the 3. Bryant finds the bottom of the basket.
She hit the first 3 of the game as well. She's clutch.
Going back and forth. Trying to strip it away is Shepard. That'll be Shepard.
It would be interesting to see that. She was not very happy about that call. She does this often. You know, that ball came darting out. The ball went straight as an arrow. That usually means it's been hit perfectly.
Wow.
Correct.
So that'll be Shepard's second foul. Other notable foul situations, Larimore with 2, Baker with 2, and Pohlkotte with 2. 2 team fouls for Centerburg, 1 for Mount Gilead.
Faye thought about pulling up with that Stephon Curry three-pointer.
Yeah. Now trying it, White nicks the front of the rim, but a rebound by Trainer, who can't come up with the putback basket. 3 minutes remaining here in the third quarter. An opportunity for Centerburg to set this game once again at 2 possessions.
Just think Larimore needs to get the ball inside more.
Skipping it around. Now Ellis tries it. And air ball will end up in possession of Mount Gilead.
Well, after making her first 2, she's had 2 straight air balls, so probably a little frustration on her part and excitement from the Mount Gilead bench. Mount Gilead outscoring Centerburg here in the third quarter, 8-4.
As Mount Gilead calls a timeout, and I think just rewarding the team with the break there after a great sequence of events, and after it was Bryant that knocked down the 3 just now. They'll have an opportunity to tie this one back up, but they've got to be feeling good after suffering a huge loss to Centerburg earlier on in the year. They're sticking in it.
Yes, it's so exciting to see, and you can just see the joy in the step, a little bit playing just a little bit more physical, a little quicker. The longer they stay in, the more aggressive they're going to get, the tighter Centerburg's going to get. Go with got you here if you're Centerburg. Get back to the basics on defense, try to get a few more turnovers, and get Larimore involved inside the paint.
Irwin corrals the errant pass. Neal holds on to it, looking up the floor for Irwin as the bailout option, but it's over her head.
As Bob Euchre say, just a little bit outside, right?
Now, walking the ball up the floor. We'll have a challenge. Defense moving quickly, but underneath it's Ellis even quicker.
Showing some excellent skill there, using her left hand after the great pass from Larimore. A steal.
Pohlkotte no good on the pass, looking up the floor. Farrell gets the and one opportunity as she rolls it off the rim. Puts it down on the glass once and takes it straight up, absorbing the contact, and earns herself a trip to the charity stripe.
Coach Balk has to be talking to herself, because after her 2 timeouts, the first one, Centerburg going on an 8-0 run, and now they're on a 4, possibly 5-point run right after a timeout. So Coach Abner has some sort of magic juice in there.
Not able to complete the 3-point play. The lead will stand at 7. Looking down low, Irwin with the pump fake, but Farrell with the active hands will come up with the steal. All the way down to the corner, Farrell along the sideline. Spins it around the 3-point line.
Nobody's cutting through the lane much, so there Ellis does. A lot of standing around right now by Centerburg.
About to hit the 1-minute mark in the third quarter.
But I do hear Coach Abner yelling for patience out there.
I mean, in a situation like this where you've seen that Mount Gilead is capable of runs, maybe that's the right idea, is just slowing things down themselves now that they have that commanding lead. Evie Stowe clanks it off the back iron, but a great offensive rebound by Bryant, and they will call a touch foul. Both sides applauding. We'll see who That one's ruled against. That one going against Mount Gilead, so.
Faith White, I believe.
Yes, that's her first. Ellis all alone on the wing, puts it up.
She was calling for that one. We could hear her all the way up here. And we have some cheap seats.
Yeah. And a look there as Larimore tries to save it but doesn't realize it's her own man that she put the ball into.
Yeah.
Looking over the head of Larimore, they find Neal.
Oh, she's moving her.
I know, she switched
more
it.
than once.
Let's see, we'll be able to get all of it.
So let's see how many feet we use. There's one.
There's two.
There's another one. You know what? That's my best LeBron impression I've seen all year. And the foul was on Kenley Farrell.
Farrell
her aggressive self, but only 2 tonight.
Yeah.
And she has another deflection.
After taking the bump to the nose earlier on in the first quarter, she came back with what looked like a bandage just to kind of stop the bleeding, but no bandage this time. 5 seconds remaining. Pohlkotte will have to look for a shot, stepping into one, and so 3 quarters of play in the books. Centerburg taking control of the lead once again after a third quarter went back and forth, 28-21. Join us for the fourth quarter coming up next.
You have better things to do than to job hunt or scramble to find your next great hire. So let Spherion do it. We say local is our superpower because we live and work where you live and work. We know the Mid-Ohio job market, and we're locally owned. So you won't find a partner who's more engaged and literally invested in your success. If you're ready for something better, start with Spherion. Visit us online at midohiojobs.net or call 419-747-7479.
They been sleeping on me, think it's time to wake 'em up. They been sleeping on me, think it's time to wake 'em up. You've been playing it safe, now it's time to shake it up. Playing it safe, now it's time to shake it up. So it's time to make a change. Yeah, it's time to break the chains. Yeah, it's time to bring the pain. Let them know, tell them we are not the same. I'm the one that got the flames.
You need to vet them first before you voice them, right? It's part of training, I'm sure.
Fourth quarter action here at Centerburg High School. Centerburg leading the way 28-21. Got over 100 people watching on the YouTube Live. Shout out to you all. Love the fans here at the OH Report. Love that you all are joining us for this sectional final game.
You know, one of the quietest games we've done this year.
Yeah.
I think there's a lot of nerves in this gym.
I know.
She needs to go up with that. She's 5 feet from the basket.
Pohlkotte tries to drain the three, but they will call a foul. It looks like
Kenley
Farrell, yeah.
Yep. She just physically is strong, but she moves people.
Yeah.
She needs to learn just to keep her area, go straight up and down. A lot of leaning.
That time undercutting the rebounder.
She wasn't getting that rebound. But turnover nonetheless. Mount Gilead's 7th turnover here in the second half to only 1 for Centerburg.
A bullet no-look pass to Pohlkotte is out of her hands, so a turnover off the inbound. So around the perimeter they go. Leading the way is Lauren Ellis with 8 points for Centerburg and 7 for Irwin. And Ellis trying to get herself in double digits, offline on the bunny.
It's a great pass by Larimore there into the basket, but to no avail.
So
the second 10-second call of the evening. When they stretch that 1-3-1 beyond half court, they've got to understand they've got to be a little more aggressive in their attacking this full court press.
Has options on both sides of her, and I think, you know, when you fall into a trap, especially against bigger players, you can kind of fall into like a tunnel vision sometimes.
Yeah.
Down low, Larimore working out of the post. Will find Ellis, who flashes to the high post from the wing, working baseline. Shepard makes the pass to Farrell, and Farrell splashes it home.
Her first 3 of the game. Oh, she kept her dribble. That is not a travel. She kept her dribble. You can see here, she goes down on the knee, but the ball's still being dribbled and alive. She had not grabbed that basketball yet.
Heads up play by Baker to keep it in. Earns Mount Gilead a new chance at life. Baker running into the trap, again moving it high up towards the top of the key, finding Irwin, who has some space, puts it up, and just trying to heave it towards the basket, but a rebound by White, and they will say last touch by Centerburg. By Farrell, they say. I think if it was by Farrell, it would have
quite interesting.
Been directed towards the half-court line.
Yeah, her arm would have came towards us.
Yeah.
Right, that was right at us.
And whacked going up is Neal. Neal will go to the free throw line for 2 and an opportunity to cut this lead down to single digits.
I like that aggressiveness by her on that play. They've been very timid about getting the ball into the basket and being aggressive.
Well, that's what's got to happen. I mean, we've seen them so far high up the floor, and it seems like at times they can be a little bit afraid to seize the space that's in front of them, but this time splitting the defenders nicely and picking up the foul.
Mount Gilead's first free throw of the second half. Stops a mini run there by Centerburg.
And rims out, so only able to get one. Inside of 6 minutes here in the fourth quarter. Shepard steps up, splitting the defenders. Farrell tries it again. Bingo! Gets it again.
You could see her. She started running down the court like Stephon Curry. She knew it was in. Back to back for her.
Farrell trying to get back on the defensive end, active with the hands, but Pohlkotte with the nice move inside. Cuts the lead back down to 10. Pohlkotte has 5 on the night. Shepard or Larimore with space rather, seizing the opportunity with the floater. Back up the floor, Farrell creating the opportunity, and Shepard converts. They're gonna leave it on the floor. Now trailing by 14. They have 3 timeouts to spare. Irwin not able to hold on to it. No, they say it will touch out of bounds before she's able to swat it back in bounds.
Looks like she stepped on the line down there.
Yeah. So
wow, boy, that was a fast run right there.
Yeah, got out of hand
We were tied
quickly.
not long ago.
And it's Centerburg that actually calls the timeout here.
Well, he has 5 credits, so he's going to use one of them.
So we'll take a quick second to thank our sponsors, support our live and free coverage right here on the OH Report. Webb's Marathon and Automotive. Stop by Webb's Marathon to join the Webb's Rewards program, where you can earn free dollars off fuel and free drinks and coffee. Go Trojans. AVITA Home Health and Hospice, providing high-quality community health care and improving the quality of health and families through the lifespan. Knox Community Hospital, in the community for the community. Monarch Title Services. If you're selling or refinancing your real estate, you get to choose the title companies. Why not support those who support the Trojans and close with confidence anytime, anywhere in Spherion, Mid-Ohio. Spherion, Mid-Ohio is proud to support our local athletes. We know the foundations that make great employees are woven into the teamwork, focus, drive, and perseverance given each practice and game. Let's get to work. So just shy of the halfway mark here in the fourth quarter.
Centerburg is on a current, I believe, 16-4 run. They had it tied about 20.
Wow.
Late in that third quarter. But Centerburg hit the last 4 shots, led by Kenley Farrell with those 2 threes and some great defense and transition in the last 2 buckets. And now they're going to spread it out and try to get them into a man-to-man situation potentially and eat some clock.
Now looking down to the corner, the defender down in the corner flashed up to guard Shepard, able to get a hand on it and poke it away is Pohlkotte. Now White along the sideline, they say will have her toes on the line.
Waiting for Coach Balk to go back to a man-to-man.
Shepard trying to thread the needle on a pass, but it's into the hands of Baker. Now up the floor, Neal with the right-handed move, gets fouled and will go to the free throw line.
Way to take it to the basket, young lady.
What a move by Kendall Neal, the 5'2" junior, utilizing that speed and getting to the basket. Clanks it off the left iron. Centerburg with the rebound.
Yeah, scoring with the clock stopped. You don't want to miss those ones. Not here in the fourth quarter, down by a dozen or 11. Or it is a dozen, sorry.
3 team fouls for Centerburg, none for Mount Gilead. Larimore takes it up strong with the right hand and bangs it home.
And she scored the last 6 points after a very quiet first 3 quarters.
Trainer, a very unlucky shot as she was all alone. Looked to be a good one, but just bounces out. Stowe working to get it across midcourt. They do, into the hands of Larimore. Skipping it to Farrell. Farrell trying again. No dice this time. Shepard trying to come up with the rebound. Instead, it's into the hands of Mount Gilead, looking to push the floor. White with space will just take the jumper. And they call a foul on the transition.
Coach Balk has to make sure the kids are aware of the clock situation here. That's their first foul of the second half.
Yeah.
They've got 3 fouls to give before Centerburg will even go to the line. So if you want to give a chance to get back in the game by them missing free throws, you got to get very aggressive here.
Larimore at the high post. Finds Bryan, who tries to earn herself some space. Larimore rejected at the basket underneath by Irwin. Another look here on our Monarch Title Services replay.
Timed it perfectly. The 6-foot junior.
Shepard will pull it out as they approaching the 2-minute remaining mark in the fourth quarter, but they throw it away into the scorer's table.
And I'm sure Coach Abner is a little disappointed in his girls right now because, well, it looks like we have a situation here.
It looks like they may be arguing that it was touched by White.
Yeah, I guess so. So we're going the other way.
Well, no, they'll say that Shepard did, in fact, throw it away. I didn't see the touch personally.
Huh.
But you be the judge of that at home. Irwin with the pump fake has been effective in getting the defenders to bite, but hasn't found much room beyond that. Neal almost lets one get away from her, but puts it up. Hits the right iron. Looking up the floor now is Stowe. Larimore from 15 feet. And no good on that, but there will be a foul after the sequence. They will say it's Shepard who's too eager getting in on the rebounding exchange.
Centerburg needs to be a little careful here. Nice, comfortable lead, but from this point forward, any situation like that, that's going to be free throws at the other end.
Yeah, 4 team fouls for Centerburg, 1 for Mount Gilead. Looking up the floor, Neal has room and will get bumped by the defender. And they will try to say that they have position, but I don't see the case for that. I mean, she's turned almost
I think that's Ellis's
90
fourth.
degree.
That is her 4th tonight.
She's frustrated about that one, but I mean, she ran right into her hip.
Yeah. A lot of times when you're a defender, you just can't move.
Yeah. So missing the first one. Ellis feeling like she got her redemption there.
Yeah, Lauren, not excited about that call.
Neal will get the back half of the 2. Skipping it down low. Shepard, the underhanded move, will get fouled as she takes it up. 87 seconds remaining in this contest, and Centerburg
Well in control.
thinks that they can see the writing on the wall.
A nice 4th quarter from 2 of their better players, Larimore and Farrell, have combined to get them a nice lead. And now it's just playing smart basketball from here on out.
So misses them both, but they say that there will be a foul. And a timeout called by Coach Abner, only a 30. Has them to spend, and you get a look at the scoring this quarter, and Centerburg comfortably in control.
Yeah, had the small lead at the end of the quarter, just extended it all. Like I said, we had that 12-point run there. Makes a huge difference late in a game like this when it's close. But yeah, you got to feel good once again. It's hard when you're losing or going to probably lose to think about how well we've done instead of, what could have been. But listen, they've only got 27 points, which is Centerburg average has given up that much for the year. So they've gotten to that level. They only scored 25 points in the first 2 games combined. So everything's improved.
Yeah.
That's what you see over the course of a season. Have we improved? Something to work on, build on for hopefully next year. But we still do have a minute 25. Who knows?
If we do end it with this way, recognizing the seniors of this Mount Gilead squad, Olivia Long, as well as Ava Baker and Faith White. So 1:11 remaining here in the 4th quarter. In the bonus is Mount Gilead. They slow things down, crossing her up, and Stowe gets it across midcourt. Inside the 1-minute mark.
They still have a foul to give here.
Skipping the ball around, accurate passing, but still along the 3-point line. Shepard takes it up with the right hand and with space utilizes it, increases the lead to 15. Baker tries the 3, clanks it off the front iron. Down low, Irwin with the pump fake. Ellis contesting, just enough to get it offline. Shepard trying to save it right along the baseline inside of
Looks
10
like that
seconds now.
We'll do it as Mount Gilead has conceded.
So this one over Centerburg picking up the victory, 42-27 over Mount Gilead here in the sectional finals. Stay with us for our MVP interview and post-game show coming up next for Mount Gilead. Good luck to the seniors in the next chapter of your life. We do wish you very well from the OH Report. We wish you very successful and happy days ahead.
Great effort tonight.
You have better things to do than to job hunt or scramble to find your next great hire. So let Spherion do it. We say local is our superpower because we live and work where you live and work. We know the Mid-Ohio job market, and we're locally owned. So you won't find a partner who's more engaged and literally invested in your success. If you're ready for something better, start with Spherion. Visit us online at midohiojobs.net or call 419-747-7479.
From primary care to orthopedics, women's health to pain management, the Knox Community Hospital Centerburg Health and Wellness Center provides excellent care for virtually all your family's healthcare needs. Comprehensive lab services are also offered at our state-of-the-art facility. Podiatry and surgical consultations too. The Centerburg Health and Wellness Center. It's a world of great care right around the corner.
Hi, I'm Joe Baylog. Tune into the Joe Show every Wednesday night here on the OH Report.
They been sleeping on me, think it's time to wake 'em up. They been sleeping on me, think it's time to wake 'em up. You've been playing it safe, now it's time to shake it up. Playing it safe, now it's time to shake it up. So it's time to make a change. Yeah, it's time to break the chains. Yeah, it's time to bring the pain. Let them know, tell them we are not the same. I'm the one that got the flames. With my team, as you know, we come to slay. Let them know that we didn't come to play. Nah, we came to win. I'm ready for anything that they can bring. Bring it on, let me do my thing. I'm a giant, they can move the king. If you never risk it, then you never know. If it's holding you back, you gotta let it go. You gotta give it all you got, you gotta let them know. You are on another level, you are ruthless. Switch it up, it's the new flex. Ruthless, ruthless. Time to go hard and put your game face on. Ruthless, ruthless. This is the moment movies get based on. This is the moment movies get based on. Fire in the bones, watch me fire up the songs. Let it burn 'em, burn 'em, burn 'em. Got the fire in the bones. Our desires, they become who we are. We go hard, giving up, no we're not. Yeah, the first step is showing up. Now we're here blowing up. If you never risk it, then you never know. If it's holding you back, you gotta let it go. You gotta give it all you got, you gotta let them know. You are on another level, you are ruthless. Switch it up, it's the new flex. Ruthless, ruthless. If you never risk it, then you
Bryce Coulter with the OH Report, joined in the booth by Cray, Falde. And 4 quarters of play are in the books here at Centerburg High School in Centerburg. It was a close one, but eventually picking up a decisive victory here over Mount Gilead by 15 points.
Yeah, Centerburg just showed their experience, showed their strength, and what they do best. They did best in the middle of the late third quarter all the way through the fourth quarter. Mount Gilead is as valiant as they were today, just didn't have enough. So they'll have to wait till next year to try to get their improvement and such like that. But great effort by Mount Gilead, excellent coaching by Coach Balk. It was a great game to see. Everybody's a little concerned based on the previous two meetings what this game could have been, but no, this is the tournament. This is all different. So it's a great way to start out the our version, high school version of March Madness.
Yeah. Taking a look at our final stats, and for Mount Gilead, 11 for 32 from 2-point, 2 for 10 from 3-point, 24 rebounds, 20 turnovers, 14 fouls, 3 for 7 from the free throw line for Centerburg, 15 for 46. From beyond the arc, there 6 for 24, 19 rebounds, 9 turnovers, 11 fouls, and 6 for 10 on the game. So shooting percentage is still pretty low, but both teams are really letting it fly, especially from beyond the arc.
Yeah, it was exciting. I remember the first part of the game, in the middle of the first quarter, Mount Gilead wasn't getting any shots at the basket at all. They ended up with 32 on the night, Centerburg with 46. So, like you said, they weren't afraid to pull the trigger, especially from the three-point line. But all in all, well-played game by both teams.
So we will take one more quick break before we bring you the MVP as they wrap up in the locker room with post-game speeches and all of that, wrapping things up for the AVITA Home Health and Hospice post-game show. Stay with us for the MVP interview coming up next.
From primary care to orthopedics, women's health, to pain management, the Knox Community Hospital Centerburg Health and Wellness Center provides excellent care for virtually all your family's healthcare needs. Comprehensive lab services are also offered at our state-of-the-art facility. Podiatry and surgical consultations too. The Centerburg Health and Wellness Center. It's a world of great care right around the corner.
They been sleeping on me, think it's time to wake 'em up. They been sleeping on me, think it's time to wake 'em up. You've been playing it safe, now it's time to shake it up. Playing it safe, now it's time to shake it up. So it's time to make a change. Yeah, it's time to break the chains. Yeah, it's time to bring the pain. Let them know, tell them we are not the same. I'm the one that got the flames. With my team, but you know we come to slay. Let them know that we didn't come to play. Nah, we came to win. I'm ready for anything that they can bring. Bring it on, let me do my thing. I'm a giant.
the OH Report here with the Knox Community Hospital MVP player of the game, and tonight it is Kinley Farrell here in the sectional final. Had 10 points, 3 steals, and 2 huge three-pointers in the second half. Kinley, congratulations.
Thank you.
So earlier on in the game, we were talking about it just now, but you took a bump to the face and, came back in firing. What was kind of that motivation, or what was it like in the locker room? I'm sure you were eager to get back into the game.
Yeah, we kind of had a rough start to the first half, and then when we came back out at halftime, we just knew we had to push and keep going because really we shouldn't be neck and neck with Mount Gilead, so we really just had to keep going.
And exactly that. I mean, I think a different team that came out from Mount Gilead than you were expecting. They battled around well. Where were you finding that motivation late in the game to kind of bounce back? I saw your three-pointers really kind of turn the tide for you guys. Where are you finding that motivation?
I mean, really, it was just realization, we got to lock in, and so we did. We ended up scoring a lot in the second half. So it really was just we got to go. We shouldn't be this close with them.
And I talk about it on the broadcast. We were talking about it just now today, but it seems like when you play defense, the level of tenacity that you have defensively, seems like you're mad. Are you, in fact, mad on defense?
No, I really just want the ball.
Just want the ball.
Yeah.
And there's a player in the way of getting you to do that.
Yeah.
Definitely. Understood. Congratulations. Anyone you want to shout out tonight?
I want to shout out all my fans down here, everybody that comes to my games. I want to shout out my teammates and my coaches and God.
Kinley Farrell, our MVP player of the game. Congratulations.
Thank you.
You have better things to do than to job hunt or scramble to find your next great hire. So let's Furion do it. We say local is our superpower because we live and work where you live and work. We know the Mid-Ohio job market, and we're locally owned. So you won't find a partner who's more engaged and literally invested in your success. If you're ready for something better, start with Spherion. Visit us online at midohiojobs.net or call 419-747-7479.
They been sleeping on me, think it's time to wake 'em up.
Take one more opportunity to thank our sponsors here, Webb's Marathon and Automotive. Stop by Webb's Marathon to join the Webb's Awards program where you can earn dollars off fuel and free drinks and coffee. Go Trojans. AVITA Home Health and Hospice, providing high-quality community health care and improving the quality of health in families throughout the lifespan. Knox Community Hospital, in the community, for the community. Monarch Title Services, if you're selling or refinancing your real estate, you get to choose the title company. Why not support those who support the Trojans and close with confidence anytime, anywhere? Webb's Spherion Mid-Ohio. Spherion Mid-Ohio is proud to support our local athletes. We know the foundations that make great employees are woven into the teamwork, focus, drive, and perseverance given in each practice and game. Let's get to work. Wrapping things up, I'm Bryce Coder, your play-by-play commentator and director for the evening. I'd like to thank Dylan Gonzalez over there on camera, doing a fantastic job for us, as well as Cray Falde on color commentary. Wrapping things up, if you're watching at home, please take care of yourselves, take care of each other, and have a great rest of your night.